Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bungle Collects Mega Cash In Alert. Repeat, Mega Cash In Alert. I've got £500 worth of £2 coins. I've got £1,000 worth of £2 coins. Tomorrow I pick another £1,000 up and then another at least £500 to pick up. Got at least a £2,500 cash in from the same person. I'll tell you all about it. I'm going to get going straight away. If you haven't already, do get yourself something to eat or drink or whatever it may be. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to release them all back to back within maybe an hour of each other. That's providing, of course, that I do actually get the second lot of £1,000, which I'm sure I will. And then the second, at least another 500. I'll explain in a minute. So off we go. Off we go. I'm hoping that I'm going to just have commemorative coins coming out of my ears, and we're starting off with 3 in this big bag. Obviously this video is going to be super long. I will not have time to check any for errors. Right, I'm going to play this one, so let me explain. I'll put that down there and I'll put that one there. I'll put that one there. So my old mate Sue from the post office, from my new old post office person. There's another one. Histories, Shakespeare Histories. The hollow crown around the outside. So she rang me. She said, Bungle, how does 2,000... that looks very shiny. It's another Shakespeare and it's in very lovely condition. She said, how does £2,500 worth of £2 coins sound here? And I said, Sue, it sounds absolutely superb, providing that no one's gone through them before they come to me. Because I haven't had a great amount of luck from Sue recently. Yeah, I mean, I've had some fantastic luck from her. Found a couple of Commonwealths in the past, but it's really kind of dried up of late. There is, remember, the 5th of November. And she said, Bungle, she said, I've got 2,500 now. She said, there's another £500 supposedly coming in the morning because a guy has been collecting them and he's cashed them in. He's only allowed to do £2,500, he said. Something to do with how much he could pay in per day into this bank account. So he's done 2,500 and he will be doing another 500 in the morning. They're yours if you want them. And I said, are you sure you want to go through them? She said, well, as sure as I can be. Because he just said, listen, I've just been saving up and now it's time to cash in. So I got straight round there before the end of that day, before the day was out, on this day that I was filming. Oh, there's a nice kitchen. Do I have one of them? Do you know what? I don't. There is something for the mat. Lovely, lovely. Yes, super. So I got the 1,000 and I said, Sue, I'll be back tomorrow for another 1,000. She's going to let me swap them out. And I said, then I'll be back later on that day for the other 500. And if he's been in the meantime, I'll swap them for another 1,000. She said, Bungle, for you, my friend, that is no problem whatsoever. I thought he had a rotated 2,000 and do that flipping heck. There's lots of Shakespeare. Whatchamacallit, see, they're in nice condition, these coins as well. They are in really good condition. Even the bags, even the coin bags are brand new. These really have been in a jar. These have been in a jar. So I'm going to do this £1,000 and then load it, and in an hour's time I'll do the next £1,000, providing that everything goes all right tomorrow at the time of filming, so I've got to go back for them. And then an hour after that will be at least another 500, if not, hopefully another £1,000. So a £3,000 minimum of £2,500 mega hunt, and I can't wait. So yes, he went in there, he said, listen, I've tried to take these coins back to the bank, they won't let me, can I pay them in here? And my mate Sue said, yes you can. He said, I'm only allowed to pay £2,500 in for some reason, I don't get that. So can I come back tomorrow with another 500? And she said, you certainly can. My friend Bungle will be very, very pleased with that. So, a little bit of update on the mat as well. So I'm trying to find every single one, or every single commemorative £2 coin that you can find. I'm keeping the mat out. I'm not going to put them in a book this time. And those eagle-eyed amongst you, because it'll be a couple of weeks probably since I've uploaded a £2 video. definitely upload these on a Sunday, will notice there's some are missing. Some of the low value, including that one, high mintage coins disappeared. Basically, I needed to go and do the vending machine trick. So I was in a position where I was going to be in a hospital, there's a Brunel Arches, for quite a long period of time. I know they've got a ridiculous amount of vending machines in there. So I thought, right, I'm going to take some money with me, do the vending machine trick. But I didn't have, well, the easiest one was to shot £2 coins in and get 50p's out. That's what I did. I used £8. So hopefully I'll get them replaced. There is Charles Dickens with Something Will Turn Up. And another Guy Fawkes. So yeah, I bought £8. So 1, 2, 3, and then that must be the other one. And I'm quite certain that I might not matter, but I'm quite sure that the act of the abolition of the slave trade will turn up probably in just a few bags' time, because it is super duper common. I'm sure it will. It definitely will by the time we've got £2,500 to £3,000 in. Yeah, they're in lovely condition, these. They've been in a jar. Been in for quite some time, I feel. I haven't come across a grubby one yet. So we've got someone's collection. Of course, I'll need to find a gold find, like, or a Commonwealth or something. At least an Olympic, in order to totally satisfy myself that the person didn't first go through them and take out any rare and valuable ones. But I've got a good feeling that this is the one. There's another one of them. Another Guy Fawkes. I don't think I've had so many Guy Fawkes in such a long time. Right, so hope you're well. Hope you're up for it. Hope you've got plenty of time on your hands. Spend the evening watching. Look how shiny that is. Spend the evening just watching me flicking through. I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to edit. How am I going to edit? Am I going to cut? Am I going to waffle all the way through? Is there going to be some quiet periods where you just hear me clanking through the coins? Obviously, I'll have to film it over a couple of days because I won't get there's another Shakespeare Tragedies. I don't get the next lot until tomorrow. The rain is howling. There's a storm in the area. Been battering the Magic Studio for all it's worth. So yeah, do I edit? Do I cut? Do I just give you the full bungle, as it were? Not sure yet. There is the comedies. Not the first one for the mat, but the first one in this hunt. I will, of course, just leave the one of each at the mat at the end, leaving the best condition ones. That looks exciting. No, it's not. It's just another one of them. For a second there, for some reason, I thought it was a Britannia, but it wasn't. It was just another Shakespeare Histories edge inscription. One thing I am checking as I go through them is that the edge inscriptions are correct. That's a nice, easy, quick check. But I will, before these go cashed back into soon for my next 1,000, I will check each and every single one for any little errors, little oddities, things like this. There's a Richard Trevithick, first one of this hunt, not the first of the series. Yes, any fried eggs, any rotation, things like that. I will painstakingly go back through them. And particularly looking at 1999s, because I did find a 1999 just bog standard technologies that had rotated, and I was able to sell it for 81 fine English pounds. That was well worth the time and effort. Most of the time, it probably isn't. Double die errors as well as we're looking for. That would have been a beauty, that. If that had been a double die error, but today's not about errors, my friends. It's about blasting through these as quick as possible and then getting on with the next bag. My vending machine trick, you'll be pleased to know that it did pay off. I looked a right wally going, was there for quite a way. I mean, there was loads of 50p's in the change thing as well. There's another one of them. So I got loads out But you'll be pleased to know that my best finds were the 2017 Shield, which isn't that good on its own, but it was in really nice condition. But I also got a lovely, lovely condition. There's the Brunel, the man. Lovely, and I mean lovely condition basketball. Basketballs are notoriously difficult to get in nice condition because the coin itself looks like a basketball, and it has a man on in 3 different stages of throwing said basketball, and usually all the muck gets in the grooves. So it's the best condition basketball I've ever had, and I got it out of a vending machine. Those of you that don't know the vending machine trick, you basically get some 50p's, put them into a vending machine for your drinks, snacks, crisps, chocolates, things like that. Put it in, and then put a few in, eject it straight away, and you get different 50p's out of the hopper to change 50 pences. That's the short version. I've done a whole video on it. Do feel free to go back and check it out if you want. Right, that's it. That's the first £500. Gotta say, hasn't blew me socks off. I'll have to open this one. This next bag. Sue must have been that excited. She never even attempted to seal up the other. Here we go. The second half of part 1. We're away. Same bags, same new bags. It screams coin collector. It really does, like a jar. Put them in a jar. Even had to get the Brunel, the man. Even had to get bags from the post office, and these are post office bags. I recognise them. Post office rolly over bags. It's like, gotta weigh my whole jar in. Can you give us some bags, love? Give us some bags, love. Ooh, shine that flipping heck. Give us some bags, love, so I can weigh me coins in. All the world is a stage. Really lovely, lovely comedies, that one. I haven't seen theirs. Look at these. Look at this, like straight out of the bag, these. I haven't seen these in nice condition since I actually got some. Look at that, especially that. Flipping heck, that is gleaming. I haven't seen them in this good condition since they started to come through circulation, and I got a few out of into circulation, and I got a few out of sealed bags. Look at that. Look at the shine on that. It is common, unfortunately. But that's got to be worth a few quid, I think, that shiny one. Well, that shiny one. I basically uncirculated them, or as near as damn it, from money box to me. Right, there's another Brunel. And another Brunel. I don't mind finding them because we do know that they are known to have the wrong edge inscription. Sunderland Coin Hunts found one. One of them, instead of having Isambard Kingdom Brunel engineer and his date of birth or year of birth and year of death, it had remember the 5th of November on. So I don't mind getting lots of them. There's another Charles Dickens. Still no act of the abolition of the slave trade. And another Charles Dickens. Surely that will be replaced. Another St. Paul's. I think I've run out of things to say now. I think I've got you up to date. Look at that shiny as well, 2014. United into one kingdom. I will just check this for rotation because we know this. Oh no, I was right the first time, that way around. Is the Queen the right way up? Yes, she is. United into one kingdom, first time in this episode. Not the first time found. Can't wait to get through. Oh, there we go. There we go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, hims, she's, them, theys, anybody else you want to be. That's just a Brunel, but this one is a gold find alert, so I can officially call this a cash-in. No self-respecting coin collector would, the quality goes a bit there, we're zooming too far. I'm in action mode, so I will just bring it up to you. No self-respecting coin collector would throw that back into circulation. Less than 1 million mintage. It's in reasonable condition. I mean, what is it, 2011? This is 11? Yeah, 2011, this came into circulation. So it's a good few years old. It's in lovely condition. It's a gold find, less than £1 million mintage. Value, a good £5 to £7. Right, the authorised version, look at that. Gold find incoming. Let's see what we get. Come on, you Commonwealth beauties. I can't help feeling I'm going to get 4 Commonwealths over the course of this little mini-series. Little disclaimer, of course, if something goes wrong and they don't get back to the bank tomorrow, then this will be it. But honestly, I can feel it in my B-bag that the Commonwealths, they are a-coming. The Commonwealths, they are a-coming. We aren't interested in that. The most common £2. Another Tragedies. Lots of them. It's a race between Tragedies and the Brunel Portrait in a minute. One of the most finds of this episode. Lady M doesn't even know about this yet. I'm looking forward to telling her. Let's hope I can tell her. They're in the first bag. There's at least one Commonwealth in here. So I can see another commemorative in there. A DNA double helix. Deoxyribonucleic acid. In fact, there are 2. 1 and 2. Where is that act of the abolition of the slave trade? I'd like to, as a minimum, in this episode, the first episode of hopefully 3, I would like to at least get them 3 and have the bottom 2 rows complete. There's another Shakespeare Tragedies. This collector may well be from round here as well, because the Shakespeares are definitely abundant in the northeast of England. That's for sure. I mean, we were getting comedies, the one with the jester on. We were getting them up here months, if not a year before if not a year before we were getting them down south. There is the May Old Acquaintance Be Forgotten Robert Burns coin. We haven't found it before, but it's a nice silver find. I don't keep them, not even for emergency purposes. Because even though they might just squeeze a little bit over face value, they're just too expensive. It gets too expensive to keep them all. Surely a Tragedies, the amount of Tragedies that I'm coming through, I'm going to get an edge inscription error. I haven't found one of them for donkey's years. I mean, it maybe serves well that not many are found. There's another one. All the World's a Stage. Maybe it serves you well that not many are found, so the 3 I've got will increase. Maybe it's attract a premium. There's Kitchener. But I'm not too concerned about that. I would like to find some more, if possible. They are pretty scarce. Another Charles Dickens. I'm not sure how I feel about the Charles Dickens coin. I don't particularly like to look at it, but it's ingenious. The design, the fact that it looks like Charles Dickens, and it's made up of his books and plays. I think all the names of his books and plays make up his name. So it's an incredible, ingenious design. I'm just not sure I particularly like it. I'd probably like it more if it was lower mintage and worth more than £2, perhaps. That definitely seems to favour or influence how much I like a coin. Not on purpose. Oh, it's quite a nice condition DNA. See, not on purpose, it just seems to happen that way. Like the puddle duck. Would I like the puddle duck on the 50p's as much as I do if it wasn't worth, a tenner? I'm not sure. I really like it. Who knows? Got to get a chance of a rotation coin as well in this lot. Surely. Right, come on, Act of the Abolition of the Slave Trade. This is just silly. How can you go through £1,000 worth of £2 coins that have not been, ooh, nice, that have not been hunted through, hopefully, and not find an Act of the Abolition of the Slave Trade with a mintage of 8.5 million. Right, another one for the mat, serving the Mariner. Got the Trinity Lighthouse on one of them on there. Silver find, nice. Another space, another space completed. I like it. Ah, terrific. Trev is terrific. But only 4 bags to go, so I don't think I'm going to fill them bottom 2 spots. And the chances of a Commonwealth in this episode are fading fast. Ooh, that'll do. That will do. There's a keeper for sure. Great Fire of London. Lovely condition. Circulated condition, but lovely. The whole city in dreadful flames. A silver find, 1.6 million. There we go. Super duper. Pleased with that. And we're having a little last flurry in the last 4 bags. Someone with long hair anyway. It was cash these in. Or someone in their house has. Two bags to go. Nope. If you saw that address, just ignore that. The PO box is closed. This mat was produced before. Well, whilst the PO box was still active. Nothing in that one. Final bag. And we will review what we find in this episode. And if you're watching this on the day it uploads on a Sunday, then episode 2 hopefully will follow in less than an hour's time. There's another Brunel. Any more for any more? No, no, and no. Right, so what did we get for the mat? What did we get extra? That's embarrassing. Right, we didn't have one of them. So we've now got one of them. A Lord Kitchener. That was added. I don't think we had... Did we have one of them? Yeah, we did. We already had that. I should have reviewed them at the beginning, shouldn't have? I was so excited. We definitely didn't have that. Silver find. Value £3.50 maybe. Definitely didn't have this. Value £4 and really undervalued in my humble opinion. And we certainly didn't have this. £5 to £7. The plumbest of the finds in this episode's King James Bible. Got to shout out, I think, the amount of Shakespeare tragedies found and the amount of portraits found, and we're going to give an honourable mention to this unbelievable condition comedies. Look at that. Straight out the mint. It looks like it anyway. Right, that's me all done. Do stay tuned for hopefully episode 2 and 3 coming up. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do like the video, leave me a comment, and please do subscribe. That's the most important thing you can do for me today. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.